What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young lady with us today. How you doing today, miss?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. So, are you homeless?
Yes.
Okay, and so how long have you been homeless?
Maybe 2 years.
2 years? What was it that happened 2 years ago that caused you to become homeless?
My father.
Okay, what happened?
My dad, I met him for the first time in my life. He wanted me to move in with him, but I was already stable. I had apartment, housing, all that, and then I did it, and he kicked me out on the street after taking like $1,000 worth of my money. And I just
How long was you there? How long was you there before he kicked you out?
2.5 months.
2.5 months?
Yep.
Okay, how old are you, by the way?
I'm 24.
24, okay. So, how long ago did you meet your dad?
2022.
Okay, so about 2 years and 2.5 months ago, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so why did he kick you out?
My dad's a drug addict.
Okay, what drugs are we talking about?
Hardcore.
Okay, so he's a hardcore drug addict. And so why did you, I guess, move in with him then?
Because, you know, at 2021 at the time, I didn't
Right.
want to have daddy issues. I wanted to know what it was like to be around my real father. And he wasn't what I thought he was.
Right, didn't turn out to quite be the hero that you was looking for?
Mm-hmm.
I get it. So, okay, so, all right, so, do you have any kids?
No.
No? Okay. And have you ever been married? No? Okay. So let's start from the beginning. Where are you from?
Chicago.
You from the Chi? Hey, man. What part?
East side.
You from the East Side? Hey,
Avalon
man.
Park.
Shout it out, man. Shout out that Chi-town. Shout out the East Side all day, man. And so growing up in Chicago, did you have both, well, I guess no, not mom and dad, right?
Mom or dad.
Mom or dad?
My mom died before I was 10 from HIV.
Ooh. Okay, my condolences about that.
Yeah, she had 2 kids by my dad, which was me and my little brother, and the last baby daddy she had gave her HIV.
Ooh. Man. Okay. Up until 10, did she raise you?
No, I was still in foster care. I got in the system at 4.
At 4?
Yeah, they had very much domestic problems.
I was about to say, what happened at 4 that caused you to have to go into defects?
My mom, mental health, and then my dad not helping out. So the two of them, from what they told me, the domestic violence, and then when they tried to get me to my dad, they couldn't find him. He was missing.
Okay, so your mom and the guy that gave her the HIV, basically they was having domestic violence?
No, my dad.
Okay, so your mom and
she has 2 different other baby daddies.
Okay. So your dad and your mom were having
domestic violence cases,
okay. I got you. And so as far as defects goes, I mean, you know, we hear a lot of stories about defects, right? Was there anything kind of traumatic that happened during those years?
Oh God, yeah, it was a lot happening to me. I'm
Okay.
really sheltered, so I'm still learning the world. To be 24, I do
Okay.
not like people.
Okay, so you and my guy are a good match in that regard.
Yeah, I do not like people. Very antisocial. I did graduate high school.
Okay, so real quick, I want to tap into some of the things that may have happened, right?
Lot of abuse.
Well, we hear a lot of that on this channel, right? So I'm just gonna ask, right? So was any of this like any type of sexual abuse or anything like that?
Sexual, physical, mental.
Okay. So as far as which one of them started first?
Sexual.
The sexual? What age did that start?
Going on 5.
5? So this was not too long after you got into the system. What was it that happened at 5?
I had an adoptive brother that would like to mess with me.
How old was he?
He was 3 years younger than me. So
Wait, hold on.
Older than me.
I was about to say.
Than me, so he had to be like 9. I understand.
Okay, so he was about, okay, you said 5, right?
Yeah, I'm 5.
So maybe 4 or 5 years older, right?
Yeah, 4 or 5 years older.
Okay, and so, you know, what was he just like touching, or was he like doing more?
Yeah, he did a lot. He touched me. He tried to penetrate me a couple times. He even showed one of our sister. She didn't care.
He showed? How? What do you mean he showed?
He visually showed my sister what he had us doing. And she was just like, I'm not even gonna say nothing, just don't do it again. But he just kept doing it. He never stopped until he graduated high school.
And so you were at that point, what, 13 or something?
12.
12? So at what point did it go from him trying to penetrate you to him actually doing it?
I had to be like 11.
11? Huh. Oof. Okay. How often would he do this?
Every day, every other day, depending on his mood. My mom, it was like my adopted mom didn't really care. She was, just doing her.
I was about to say, like, did you ever tell, hey man, I'm so sorry.
Bro,
You got me again. I know, but I'm doing something good, man. Like,
I said I do your thing. I'm gonna go ahead and try to find something.
okay, my guy, my guy. okay. He's a cool guy, man. Cool guy. I appreciate you, brother. Okay. All right.
I told her, yes.
At what age?
I was 21 by the time I told her. But when I told her, she told me she kind of already suspected it. So that made me cut her ass off. Because if you suspected it, why didn't you do anything?
Okay. So the whole time this was going on, did you tell anybody? Or was it just like...
It was just like, I just left it alone.
So in your mind, at some point, did you just kind of like resign yourself to the fact that it was happening? Like,
yeah, because I my sister knew. She wasn't gonna say nothing. And my mom, the way my adopted mom worked, she didn't believe nothing none of us said anyway. If an adult didn't tell her this bull, she wouldn't believe it.
I'm gonna ask a couple tough questions, right? And I'm gonna preface this by saying that you're 100% the victim. Okay, 100% the victim in this situation. But life is complicated. As humans, we're complicated, and we can't always control like our natural feelings and things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at any point, did you like, in some way, like I guess start looking forward to it, or like not necessarily looking forward to it, but did you enjoy like?
I just knew if I said something, it would cause a lot of commotion in our house, and that type of commotion in our house was not very stable because my adopted mom, she had mental health issues, so she would.
You don't want to rock the boat, basically.
Who knows?
If I asked your brother, would he like kind of give me a different story or tell me like, oh no, she wanted it or anything like that?
He would not even answer you. He would just be like.
So he wouldn't admit to it?
He wouldn't admit to it at all. No. He wouldn't care to.
So what do you think?
He wasn't my real brother anyway.
Well, I get that, but I mean, what do you think his thoughts are going to be when he sees this video on YouTube and people are like, they find out who he is?
I mean, I would never, say who he is.
Right. But I mean, people, let me tell you something. People on my channel, they are junior detectives, all right? Sometimes senior detectives. And so they will find a person and find their relatives and find this and find that. And so,
if he saw this, that's on him to see. Maybe he should have changed his actions when we were younger. Because eventually the truth will set you free, and it comes out. Everything that happens in the light comes into the dark.
I'm going to tell you, everything that happened in the dark coming to the light.
Yes,
You better say it. All right, so, okay. So, I mean, if he were to happen to be watching this video, right, similar to how I had your boyfriend, talk to his daughter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just speak directly to him. What message do you have for him?
I wish you the best because you're going through a lot as it is anyway in your life.
How do you think that those situations affected you?
It did. It affected me drastically. I still have problems to this day, especially with expressing my feelings.
Any other effect? Do you think it had any other effect on you as far as like did it have any did it make you like withdraw from sex, or did it make you more hypersexual?
For a while I did withdraw.
Okay,
I didn't really do anything. Then I was like, forget this. I did a lot of therapy. I said it's time to move on with my life. So I did a lot of therapy to somewhat.
What age did you start doing the therapy?
I started at 13 and I stopped at like 19.
Did you tell the therapist what was going on?
The therapist knew once I got older, but once I was grown. Because what you gonna do for something that happened years,
Well, let me ask, why do you think you didn't tell like back then when it was, when it was still kind of fresher?
Because I was already going through more than just that.
What else was you going through?
I used to get physically abused. My adoptive mom used to beat all of us. She threw one of my brother's head through a wall.
Not a concrete wall, but probably
like the archway.
Yeah.
The archway, she threw him through the archway. Like,
wow.
You walk through somebody's front door, they got that big archway. She threw him through the side of the archway. She gave me black eyes. Told my doctors I deserved it. Wait,
the doctors would have to report that.
Which they did. Is why they took me from her. So at some point, I was like 16. They took me from her
Where'd you go then?
and back into the system.
Like group home type deal?
Group home, and then they put me in like 3 different group homes, and then they took me to Cleveland, Ohio, and put me in a residential.
What?
It's called Belfair.
Huh. Ooh, okay. Okay. What effect do you think that physical abuse had on you?
It still has a lot of effect on me. If I get into a fight, I don't go to fight. I'm gonna try to.
You going for the
I'm
the
going
K?
for it. Yeah, the
Okay.
KO. You. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like physical violence. If I see a female right here at the corner getting beat up, I'm going to jump in that immediately.
What if it's another female beating her up?
Oh, that's a different subject. I'm not getting that at all.
Okay.
But if a man fighting a female, I'm jumping in that. Cause she used to let her boyfriend, fight me all the time, and I'm only 5'1". I'm in like 6'3". 6'4".
Are you 5'1"?
Yeah, I'm 5'1".
You like you more like 4'11" or something like
man,
that. Okay. So she used to have her boyfriend fighting on you?
Yeah, one time he drugged me down the stairs by my hair. That caused traumatic to me. So a lot of times when I think about my hair being pulled, I start cutting it. Like my hair go all the way past my back. I just keep cutting it because of that. Somebody pull my hair, I start cutting it immediately. It's trauma.
Okay. So you ended up graduating. And you say, did you do any college? I don't remember.
I did a little bit of college.
Yeah, I think you said you did a little bit, right? Okay, so what, I guess, have you basically kind of been homeless ever since you aged out the system, or?
No, I had places. I've had lots of places, actually.
What's going on?
I wanted to be free for a while, like when I was.
So you had an apartment and everything?
I had apartments.
Was that here in Atlanta?
No, I haven't had one here in Atlanta yet. I actually just moved back out here to Atlanta. I was only here for a month last year. And then me, him, and another friend went to Vegas for like 6 months, 7 months.
What y'all doing out in Vegas?
I have family out there.
Okay, so y'all was staying with your family?
No, we was just out there having a good time. And then I brought him back in November.
Okay.
And his friend that's a whole nother story.
What happened to the friend?
The friends running around Vegas doing mess.
Okay, but I'm trying to figure out, like, I guess, how you got into this homeless situation. Because I hear the thing about your father.
I have mental health issues, so like that just.
So so what mental illness diagnosis do we have?
I'm real bipolar. So when you bipolar, you decisive.
Right. So is that's an official diagnosis?
Yes.
Okay. Do you take medicine for that? No. Okay. Did they prescribe medicine?
They've been prescribing me medicine since I was 8 years old.
Okay, but you ain't taking that.
No, I'm not taking
I ain't mad at you.
I smoke some weed and be okay.
Yeah. Hey, listen, no argument here. Okay. All right. Okay. So, okay. So you kind of been in and out of this instability pretty much since you got out the situation. You met your father, and you told us what happened or whatever. Was it good at any point?
I can't stand my dad, but I love him. So no, we still not in good terms right now. I haven't seen him since that incident happened. He turned my little brothers and sisters on me. They don't really like me anymore.
Well, what do you mean he turned them? Like, because I'm gonna tell you, that's always a red flag when people say that.
I get on the phone with them, and they don't even want to talk to me. They won't even come to the phone no more to talk to me because my dad, I guess, is telling them I don't love them because I won't come down there. So they don't really like me, and I'm the oldest.
Well, but can't you just call them directly?
I mean, I do, but they either don't answer or they.
If I ask them, okay, what's the deal with what she's talking about?
I wouldn't know.
Look, hold on. If they happen to come across the video on YouTube, they get in touch with me, and I ask them, okay, what's the deal? Give me the rundown. What are they gonna tell me?
I don't know because they're still little kids.
Well, what is your dad gonna tell me?
Some bullcrap lie about how I don't come see none of them, so they don't know who I am, which they really don't. But they never knew who I was. They never knew. If they knew who I was, I would have been in their life their whole life, right?
Okay. All right. And so at this point, you guys are rolling together. That's my guy. All right, we just got done interviewing him.
So our plan right now is we just working on getting the necessary tools to just get us a place, because that's the most easiest thing ever. I was in California recently and I had a whole apartment within a month.
Okay, well, I mean, they say Cali is kind of, how you doing, miss? All right. They say Cali's kind of a little more easier to navigate or whatnot.
Man.
Are we all looking? so you like ladies and guys?
Nah, I don't mess with females.
Okay.
I just got a man mentality. So looking at her, man, she got a fat booty.
She do, right?
Don't she?
I ain't mad at it. Hey man, welcome to Atlanta.
Man, Peach City.
Yes, sir. All right, okay. So you guys are moving your 1-2. Listen, we really appreciate you taking the time answering all of our questions. If anybody out there wanted to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way they could do that? Social media, Cash App, anything like that?
Yeah, no, I ain't giving out my cash. I ain't trying to seem desperate.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. You got Facebook, IG?
Oh, my IG, the Royal QB23.
The Royal QB?
23. Because
right.
my name is Queen.
Queen? Okay, Queen. Listen, we really appreciate you. And we definitely wish both of y'all nothing but the best, all right?
Thank you.
Y'all definitely make sure y'all have a good one. All right.